So there is always that one tiny jar sitting behind a locked glass case in the wellness aisle. I mean, you know the one I'm talking about, right? At like $80 a pop, Manuka honey is marketed like this mystical elixir that can extend your life and completely reset your gut.
Yeah, $80 is wild.
It really is. So, okay, let's unpack this. Our mission for you today is to slice through that massive marketing hype by prioritizing the highest quality clinical trials to uncover what actually works and what is honestly just expensive sugar.
Right, and to ground you in the reality of those human trials right away, I have to say there is absolutely zero clinical evidence supporting those massive systemic benefits. I mean, no human data shows oral consumption extends lifespan or improves mood or prevents cancer.
Wait, zero? Like, not?
Literally none. It's pretty much all hype when it comes to whole body effects.
So if it is so famous, why do those systemic health claims fall completely flat? It all comes down to its unique chemical makeup colliding with human digestion.
Exactly. What's fascinating here is a specific compound called methylglyoxal, or MGO. This is, Manuka's secret weapon. It is a highly unique antibacterial agent that is incredibly powerful in the petri dish. But the catch is what happens when you actually eat it.
Right, because the moment it hits your gastrointestinal tract, that MGO is rapidly degraded. So MGO is essentially like a delicate piece of origami.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Yeah, like outside the body, its specific shape perfectly traps bacteria, but the second it hits the churning acid bath of your stomach, it just dissolves.
Right, it loses its structure completely.
Exactly. I hear you on the clinical trials, though, but how do you explain the thousands of people who swear eating it cured their stomach ulcers?
Or cleared up an H. pylori infection, right?
Yeah. Are they just experiencing a placebo effect?
Well, it is largely a case of preclinical data being taken totally out of context. In a strictly controlled lab environment, Manuka does actually inhibit H. pylori. But in actual human trials, oral consumption consistently fails to act as a reliable standalone therapy.
Because of that acid bath we just mentioned.
You got it. The specific enzymes and acids in our stomach instantly break those MGO molecules apart before they can ever reach your bloodstream or fight internal infections systemically.
Wow. So because the digestive tract destroys that structure, the undisputed clinical evidence points to a completely different approach, like applying it directly to the outside of the body.
Yeah, that is where the real science actually is.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The proven surprising uses are entirely topical. We are talking about medical-grade dressings for severe burns and chronic wounds.
Right, which is standard practice in a lot of burn units, actually.
Yeah, and it is even being used in eye drops for dry eye disease, which genuinely improves symptoms and tear quality, even though it apparently causes some mild stinging.
A little stinging makes sense, though. If we connect this to the bigger picture, because Manuka dehydrates bacteria and survives on the skin's surface, it transforms from a dietary supplement into a highly effective medical ointment. The mechanics of how it works on the surface are just incredible.
Because it has a high osmolarity, right?
Exactly. Which means it literally dehydrates bacteria by sucking the water right out of them. It also has a very low pH, creating an acidic environment that shuts down bacterial growth entirely.
And that MGO we talked about, on the surface of the skin or the eye, it acts like a chemical handcuff.
Yeah.
It cross-links, or basically binds bacterial proteins together, so the bacteria simply can't function or reproduce.
Yes, exactly. Outside the gut, that delicate origami structure remains perfectly intact to do its job.
That is fascinating. So what does this all mean? The practical takeaway here is basically a paradox. You can eat it safely as a sweet treat, like maybe 20 grams a day for a healthy adult.
But remember, it is still sugar, so diabetics definitely need to be cautious.
Right, very good point. You are basically paying a massive premium for an active ingredient, MGO, that your body essentially treats as normal dietary sugar the moment you swallow it.
Which is wild. And this raises an important question. We know Manuka's scientifically proven medical benefits are entirely topical. We also know that exposing it to temperatures over 40 degrees Celsius destroys its sensitive beneficial enzymes. So are we completely wasting our money when we take this premium, expensive honey and stir it into our boiling hot tea?